Hey, this is Matt from InvestiQuant. Today is Friday, December 18th, 2020. And with today being Friday, December the 18th, this is OPEX Friday in December. So I figured we'd take a look at that. What has happened historically on OPEX Friday in December? We've done a lot of OPEX studies around here, so I don't know that I've ever looked at December specifically for the daily IQ, but that's what we're going to do today. So let me load all four instruments. The setup's going to be based upon getting long at the open, which is 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. It'll be exiting at the close of regular trading hours, which is 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, since I'm looking at a specific day in a specific month, I'm not adding any additional context. I almost always add something like an opening filter and a market condition using indicators or something like that. Today, I'm not going to do that. This is strictly seasonality. So I am looking at the month of December. I'm grabbing that over here from the active today section. I just clicked on it. You can see that it's added to the header section, which means it is included in this study. Next, I'm going to go to the market events, and you can see today is options expiration day. I'm going to grab that right there from the active today section. It has been added. So now we have December options expiration day included in this study. Let me go ahead and click view results, and we'll take a look at it. All right, here we go. So these are the results of what has happened historically when buying the open 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time and exiting at the close 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time on December's option expiration day. So historically, we've got 17 samples dating back to 2003 in the S&P, the NASDAQ, the Dow, and the Russell. Since there's no other additional context, they all had the exact same sample sizes. If we look at win rates on these, S&P just slightly worse than 50-50, just under that. NASDAQ a little bit weaker, 41%. Dow 35%, and Russell 41%. So if you look at other options expiration studies that are a little bit more vast as opposed to just looking at December, you will notice they tend to be a little bit weaker. We are seeing kind of similar numbers here, although we are just looking at a subset of options expiration days with just looking at December. So these are somewhat similar to what an overall sample of options expiration day would look like. If we look at average win, average loss, looks like average loss larger here than the average win in the S&P. That is true in the NASDAQ. That's true in the Dow, and pretty similar in size there for the Russell. Let's go ahead and take a look at something else. What do we want to do? Charts or results distribution? Let's do results distribution. I haven't shown that in a while. So I'm going to click view results distribution here below, and we are looking at the ES contract, the S&P 500 E-mini contract. What this is showing us here is the historical results based upon the end of day result in P&L. So based upon trading a single contract of the ES, what would the result have been historically? And the way this chart is laid out, on the vertical axis, you've got the trade count. So the taller the bar, the more often it has happened. And when looking at this chart, since we don't have very many samples, this one's very simple to see. You either have 2 samples or you've got 1 sample or 0 samples. So if it has the taller bars, those are 2 samples. The smaller bars, these are 1 sample. And then the blank areas has never happened, at least back to 2003. The red bars, these are negative days. The green bars, these are positive days. And then as you go far to the extreme, you got a blank area over here. This would be a big winning day, has never happened. The big losing day, we've got a couple samples of that. So real quick, it looks like dating back to 2003, we've got 2 samples where the result has been a losing day of minus 20 points or more. We've got 2 samples here of minus 10 points, 2 samples of about minus $400, which equates to minus 8 points or so. A single sample of 2, 4, and 6 points lower from the open to the close on these results. To the right of 0, these would be the positive results. So it looks like our positive results, we've got a couple results for both plus 2, plus 4 point days, and then we've got a single result for plus 8, plus 10, plus 12, and plus 16 point days. So historically, it looks like the only thing that really stands out to me on this is the bigger moves have been on the downside as far as outliers go. Beyond that, I don't see a whole lot to look into with these small sample sizes here in the results distribution. But overall sample sizes, none of these have been strong in December, and they do kind of line up with some of the larger picture options expiration days, which are typically a little bit weaker of a session. So hopefully you found that helpful. Good luck today, and we will see you next time.